All right, yes, a beautiful morning to us, and welcome to Sports Punch right here on your number one dial, your Politics and Business TV. My name is Rudun Musago, RMG, and I'll be your host and guide. This is a beautiful Wednesday morning right here in the nation's capital, federal capital, Abuja. All right, quickly we'll be looking at what will be trending today. Today is, should we say, a beautiful Wednesday for the Nigerian Super Eagles as they will be clashing with the Bafanas of South Africa. We'll also be looking at the Nigerian camp where we'll be having close encounters, one-on-one comment sections from the coach and yes, one of the defender, Victor, talking about Ola Aina and other players who are making impact in the camp out there. And also we'll be looking at Victor Osimhen's possibility of starting later this evening, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And then we'll be coming in to dish you out other stories coming in from the African Cup of Nations. We'll be looking at the press conference that Pasero and Olaina gave to us as of yesterday ahead of today's game. And then we'll be looking at the camp of the Bafanas, what is actually trending, any injury hopes, any injury hopeful to return, or probably is there an injury blow in the camp of the Bafanas. Also, we'll be looking at that particular one, and then we'll be, if time permits, also we'll drive into the European scene to see what is trending. Transfer rumors, even after the British closure of the transfer market, some transfers are still possibly going on as there are news that Eriksen in the next few days could leave Manchester United for Galatasaray. These are the package we have for you this beautiful morning ride on Sports Punch on your number one there, Politics and Business TV, which you can get us all of our social media platforms. You can just go straight to Politics and Business on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the likes of them, and you get us streaming us live and direct. You can also drop your comment predictions of today's Nigerian game on the comment section by telling us your name, your location, and then what is your prediction for the Nigerian versus Bafana game. And do you think the Nigerian Super Eagles would actually triumph to the next round of, or should we say to the finals of the 2023 Cote d'Ivoire African Cup of Nations finals? Let's quickly go for a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be looking at the camp of the Nigerian Super Eagles. Don't go nowhere. It is a SpongeBob, your early morning breakfast show. We'll be right back. All right, yes, welcome back from that quick break. Who would win or who shall win this year's African Cup of Nations? That is a trend right now. Let's not forget that the two semi-final games will be slugging it out later today. First game is the Nigerian versus South African game, which is scheduled for 5 p.m. Cote d'Ivoire time, and also yes, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, and then by 8 p.m. Local time, we'll be having Ivory Coast, the host country, slugging out Democratic Republic of Congo. Let's look at these four teams now. The teams that have the most cup so far, the four of them. Nigeria is actually having 3 of this cup right now of the African Cup of Nations, and then 2 coming in from Democratic Republic of Congo, 1 for South Africa, and 2 for Ivory Coast, making it look like the most dominant team right now in these semi-finals is the Nigerian Super Eagles, having 3 of the cups. They've actually won it 3 times, and they're actually going for a 4th streak in the African Cup of Nations. Now the big question is, can Nigeria actually maintain winning ways in this African Cup of Nations to actually clinch their 4th title and also maintain their stance as the African best, or should I say the African giants, like they usually call themselves, the giants of Africa. Now let's quickly dive into the Nigerian camp ahead of the Wednesday's epic game. The African Cup of Nations semi-final clash between Nigeria and South Africa. The Nigerian Super has assured the team that it will not underrate the Bafana side. Pascal says that the Nigerian Super Eagles will play the match as if it was a final, adding that they are not going to be banking on a previous result of the advantage of Nigeria as over the South Africans. On Victor Osimhen's chances of featuring in the game, Pascal said that the reigning African Footballer of the Year has been all clear to play. So there is possibility that the African Footballer of the Year, Victor Osimhen, could actually star tonight. We'll be looking at more on that particular story. But though this is coming in from Pascal, and the Napoli striker has joined the team in camp in Baoke, and also trained with a teammate on Tuesday afternoon. He was in the camp with Baoke, which he flew privately to the stadium on air. Now let's quickly glance through Victor Osimhen's training with the Nigerian Super Eagles team ahead of that particular game. Yes, we saw Victor Osimhen. We saw pictures coming in from the camp of the Nigerian Super Eagles in Baoke, as we saw the tall man, the African giant, the African player training with the Nigerian Super Eagles in the hot sun of the Cote d'Ivoire countryside, yes, in Baoke. And also he trained with his teammate on Tuesday evening ahead of the Wednesday's semi-final games, where Victor Osimhen had landed in the Baoke Stadium at about 1 p.m. Local time in the afternoon. And Nigeria is expected to battle it out, or should we say slug it out with the South African side later tonight by 6 p.m. local time. And also Osimhen was a major doubt of the encounter builder for the Stadio de la Perx Wednesday after failing to travel with the rest of the squad to Baoke on Monday night due to abdominal discomfort, according to reports coming in from the camp as of Monday evening. All right, now let's quickly go straight to meeting with Ola Aina. Yes, Ola Aina, the defender of the Nigerian Super Eagles, has reiterated that his desire to secure a place in the final of the 2023 African Cup of Nations. The West Africans are targeting a 4th AFCON title in the Cote d'Ivoire side, and Jose Pasirius Mena will do a battle with the Bafana side in the semi-final fixtures at the Stadio de la Perx in Baoke on Wednesday evening. And Ola Aina is saying that he's expecting a tough test against the former champions, stated that the Nigerian Super Eagles are very ready. All right, let's quickly glance through the camp. We're still maintaining the camp of the Nigerian Eagles, the Nigerian Super Eagles. Quickly, let's go straight to one of the Atlanta forward, talking about the man who has been making waves in the African Cup of Nations so far so good, talking about none other than Ademola Lookman. The man who has started has admitted that he is so much in pressure wearing the green and white jersey for the national team. The Atlanta star, who has netted 3 goals in the ongoing competition, made it known in an interview with newsmen out there in Cote d'Ivoire, recalling that Lookman switched allegiance to Nigeria from England and was cleared in 2022 by the Football Federation of the world, talking about the World Football Federation, FIFA, to play for Nigeria at a senior level, having representing England in the under 19 and under 20 and also the under 21 levels. He noted that he was proud playing for the Nigerian Super Eagles despite having pressures. He felt the pressures wearing the shirt. The 26-year-old scoring against Angola in the round of 16, the quarterfinals. We saw him doing the hand of the late Samuel Okparaji, the way he celebrates by raising his hands up and one of the other hand at the side of his feet. And it shows that it was same on that day when we played. On that day when we played Angola was the same day Samuel Okparaji passed on in the pitch while playing for the Nigerian Super Eagles. May his gentle soul continue to rest in peace. Now, quickly, let's leave that short. Let's go glance to see what is trending in the Nigerian High Commission. In South Africa. Now, we know the banter between South Africa and Nigeria is just like that of the one between Ghana and Nigeria, the one between Cameroon and Nigeria, the one between Togo and Nigeria, and the one between Benin Republic and also Nigeria. But this time around, the banter between Nigeria and South Africa goes beyond football banter. It even goes to killings and the likes of them. And now there is a caution and a warning coming in from the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa, as they have warned citizens to exercise caution and maintain peace during and after the upcoming semi-finals between the Nigerian Super Eagles and the Bafana of South Africa 2023 African Cup of Nations. Now, the High Commission, which is based in Pretoria, South Africa, has warned Nigerians to be alert and be good conduct during and after the game. And the attention of the Nigerian High Commission in Pretoria has been drawn to potential inflammatory online comments made by a section of South African citizens against Nigerians living in the host country, largely influenced by upcoming 2024 African Cup of Nations AFCON semi-final game between the Nigerian Super Eagles and the Bafana. It reads the release coming in from the High Commission there. So you see it. One beautiful thing that unites Nigeria is football, and one beautiful thing that every African loves to get united and get reconnected with is football. But sometimes humanity differs, and I think in this aspect we'll be looking at the calmness of the Nigerian Super Eagles fans and also that of the South Africans. Well, quickly, let's leave that show. We will be looking at the press briefing, the conference of the Nigerian Super Eagles, talking about the head coach and Ola Aina. If you can join us, let's go straight to listening to what the coach, Jose Pasero, has to say on the game tonight.
I don't know if it's favorite or not, but for me, I believe you can win this competition. Believe one thing, you must do other thing. Tomorrow in the pitch, you must repeat the same performance like last match, defender together with 11 or 25, the 11 in the pitch, 14 in the bench, and attack with 11 in the pitch, 14 in the bench, 11 in the bench, 2 outside the bench, 98% Marocco's play in Europe, but they lose. The football. First, I think in South Africa they have a good professional league. I was there to evaluate and speak with Ship United when I was there for so Novali, Mr. Novali is a professional league. Even this national team played 9 players the same team, already Sundowns. For that they show, not only for that, sorry coach, the national team, but if one team play with the same players, 9 players, at least the first match 7, but after that 9, and play together in the team around 1-2 years, of course they can develop, okay, they can improve the organization. For that, this team show until now very good organization. Only suffer 2 goals, more one than us. They play compact. They don't allow space. If you see them, look like one team. It's not easy on national team play like one team. The play and training on 1 year or 6 months or 7 months, 8 months with the same coach, and improve the organization, the several moments in the game. Because in national team we have enough time for do it. But we have good players, of course. And good players, they can improve quickly because they know better about football. And then my players play in the big competitions, in big teams, and play in Europe. I'm happy for that. But at the same time, I believe in my players, of course. At the same time, you know, this team show good organization. They don't play in Europe, but they play in the same team. I remember when the Spain played the same team, 7 guys from Barcelona and 3 from, I think 2 or 3, 2 from 8 Barcelona and 2 or 3 from Madrid. It was the national team showed the best organization quality in the game in the last years because they played together too much time.
All right, yes, that is the coach, Jose Parcero Dia. He's saying he believes that the Nigerian Super Eagles can triumph against the South Africans, but all you need to do is after doing your homework, you still go into the pitch and still do your homework. That is what the man is saying there. Quickly now, let's glance through what is triumphing out there in the Nigerian Super Eagles. Or should we go straight to the Bafana's camp as the head coach of the Bafana side, talking about Hugo Broos, has confirmed that the midfielder Teolapo Maseko is out on injury. Yes, the coach of the Bafana who was speaking at the conference yesterday has come out to say that Tepelo Maseko is out of Wednesday's AFCON semi-final against Nigeria with an hamstring injury. Yes, Maseko, who plays for Mamelodi Sundowns, pulled out with an hamstring injury during the extra time in Bafana's Wednesday's 2023 African Cup of Nations game against Nigeria. I said against Nigeria, against Cape Verde, beg your pardon. And the 20-year-old player played in the Bafana's match at the tournament to date, but only started once, which is in the day of the group stage against Mali. Meanwhile, the South Africans will be seeking their first win against Nigeria at the African Cup of Nations. The 1996 African Cup of African champions have lost at least 3 of their past 2 encounters with the Nigerian Super Eagles. Well, it is not just 3; it is almost 4 encounters. They lost 4-0 the last time we met with them, and this time around, what will be your predictions? You can just drop in your predictions on the comment sections as you stream in live with us right now. Now quickly, let's go straight to the camp again, as this time around the Bafanas are coming out to say that yes, they will defeat the Nigerian Super Eagles. Okay, quickly, the assistant coach of the Bafana has also come out to rule out speculations that Nigeria can triumph against the Bafana side later tonight. He was quoted that the Super Eagles have actually lost all hopes to move to the finals of this competition, as the South African side are better off than the Nigerian Super Eagles. And also, according to one of us talking about John Mikel Obi, he has actually tipped Cote d'Ivoire to actually move to the next round to even win the African Cup of Nations this time around, looking at the fact that they bounced back from their low start. And they were saying, and he was actually saying that the Nigerian Super Eagles will slug it out in the finals with Cote d'Ivoire, but Cote d'Ivoire side will win the trophy. What do you think about these two comments coming in from the assistant coach of the Bafana and also our former playmaker, our captain, and also one of the most decorated player of the Nigerian Super Eagles, John Mikel Obi? What do you think about what they have actually said, and how can these be transpired into the games? Well, if you look at how it has been in the African Cup of Nations, we look at the teams that are left. Let's take a quick break and come back. We'll be talking about the game between Cote d'Ivoire versus Democratic Republic, which is going to be coming up later tonight, 8 p.m. local time. Let's quickly go for this short break and we'll be right back. All right, yes, welcome back. Now let's look at the game between Cote d'Ivoire and the Democratic Republic of Congo. If you look at the table, the statistics I gave earlier, I told you that Democratic Republic of Congo have actually won this competition 2 times, and they are also one of the favorites, should we say, looking at the games. They won the first game at 1968 and won the second trophy at 1974. But a lot of people will say this was the Asian moment when they won it. And South Africa has won this competition just once in 1996, while Cote d'Ivoire had it in 1992 and just recently in 2015, while the Nigerian Super Eagles in 1980, and also that's 12 years after Cote d'Ivoire got their first ever trophy. So the oldest trophy holder in these shores is the Democratic Republic of Congo. But a lot of people are looking at them as the underdog right now in the semis. And Nigeria got their second one in 1994 after Cote d'Ivoire got it in 92. While in 2013, yes, Nigeria won it, and then in 2015, Cote d'Ivoire got it again in the hands of the Nigerian Super Eagles. So there are all big matches to watch around later tonight. So go get your tickets, grab yourself a seat in the stadium, and that is if you're in Cote d'Ivoire. But if you're not in Cote d'Ivoire, you can come watch in all our platforms in the world, or probably you go to a viewing center to sit back, relax, and have some fun. Yes, today is going to be a very tight encounter for the Nigerian Super Eagles and the Bafana side, and also Cote d'Ivoire versus the Democratic Republic of Congo. If you look at the statistics of Democratic Republic of Congo, you get to know that this is a team that cannot be right off. And as for the Ivorians, oh yes, a lot of people have come out to say that the host team has actually bring a shocker to the Nigeria, to the African Cup of Nations. But well, that aside, let's quickly glance into Europe to see what have actually happened in Europe. Yesterday's night football, like I give to you on Tuesday night football, we had FA Cup encounters. We'll be giving you the result of those matches. So giving you the fixtures. Yes, a result of match in the FA Cup. Coventry triumph against Sheffield Wednesday 4-1 to move to the next round of the FA Cup, while Plymouth lost again 4-1 to Leeds United, same margin with Coventry to move to the next round, and Southampton trashed Watford 3-0. Those were the games that went down in the Tuesday football in FA Cup. Now let's go straight to the fixtures. We are in the German Bundesliga later tonight. 7:30 kick-off Nigerian time. Obersen Mainz taking on Union Berlin. Up 7:45 p.m. local time. Nottingham Forest will battle it out with Bristol City, as Aston Villa will take on Chelsea 8 p.m. in the FA Cup rounds, and also in the African Cup of Nations, like we told you, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, we'll be having Nigeria versus South Africa, and Ivory Coast will take on Democratic Republic of Congo by 8 p.m. And also in the German Bundesliga on Friday, we'll be seeing it 7:30 p.m. Borussia Dortmund will be slugging it out with Sunderland. Salernitana will be taking on Empoli, while Cadiz will host Real Betis in the Spanish La Liga, and in the French League or Olympique Marseille will slug it out with Mainz. And those are the games that will be battling it out on Friday. Now let's quickly go straight to what is happening in the transfer market. Then we wrap up the program as it is almost time to say bye-bye. Oh yes, in the transfer market, a whole lot is happening as we start up from the shores of the English football, where Argentina midfielder Enzo Fernandez is considering leaving Chelsea just 1 year after joining the club with 121 million euros, which is approximately 107 million pounds on an 8.5-year contract. Chelsea players have complained that coaching by Mauricio Pochettino and his staff are tactical element and is limited, while new arrivals express regret over the long-term contract. However, Chelsea will wait until the end of the season to assess Pochettino's future as a manager. Meanwhile, in the shores of Liverpool, Liverpool have made contact with Bayern Leverkusen manager Xabi Alonso following Jurgen Klopp's decision to leave the club at the end of the season. Any possibilities would see Xabi Alonso, the former Liverpool player, taking up the mantle of leadership over there. Now let's go straight to Old Trafford, where Manchester United want to focus on data and youth in their summer recruitment, with Crystal Palace 22-year-old winger Michael Olise and Everton's English defender Jenna Broadwell their major target. And United manager Erik ten Hag will have to reduce influence over the club's transfer strategy from this summer. Meanwhile, Manchester City have not yet signed the 19-year-old Brazilian winger Savio, who is currently on loan at the Spanish club Girona from French side Troyes. But half talks are taking place, and the treble winners are hopeful to making an agreement anytime soon. Meanwhile, Paris Saint-Germain will travel to France, where Paris Saint-Germain will consider a move to Manchester United striker Marcus Rashford if the 25-year-old striker Kylian Mbappe this summer. But AC Milan remain interested in Fulham's defender Tosin Adrabio, who is free to open talks to oversee clubs regarding summer transfer. And a number of Premier League clubs are interested in Barcelona's 17-year-old Spanish under-17 defender Pau Kabasi, who has a 10 million euros, approximately 8.5 million pound release clause in his contract. Now that is the size of the transfer scene and also the size of the program today, Wednesday, 7th day of the month of February 2023. Let's quickly let you know that you can also follow us on social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the likes of them. Drop a comment and also observations, and also you could also drop predictions of games that are ongoing. Nigeria will be slugging it out with the Bafana Bafanas at 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time. What is your predictions? Drop your predictions, and when we come tomorrow, we'll definitely read them out. My name has been Ridwan Musa Gawo, and I'm saying do enjoy the sporting day and be patriotic and a true Nigerian. Go out there and support the Nigerian Super Eagles. Bye for now.